Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man and it's time to make some soap. And as you can probably gather by the title, I'm testing a new fragrance today. I got several new fragrances from the Midwest Fragrance Company. This one is Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. Now if you know anything at all about fragrances, you automatically know this is going to darken. Anything that has that warm bakery or any type of dessert, sugary, caramel, a lot of times spicy, they almost always contain vanillin, which will discolor your soap. When that happens, I don't try to cover it up, I work with it. One of the ways I like to do that is to use, whether it's in my tall skinny mold or in my slab mold, is to pour a base layer of black. So I'll be using black oxide from Mad Micas. That obviously will cover the browning. I'll let that firm up, and then I'm going to put a gold mica line with Nurture Soap's Shimmer Gold. Then once that has fully set up and I know it can, have a layer poured on top, what I like to do is take Nurture Soap's Mocha Brown as well as white with titanium dioxide, put them into 2 containers and pour side by side like that, and it gets a unique swirl design on it. Then I'm going to pipe some white on the top, obviously unscented. And just to add a little bit of color, I'm going to put a mica drizzle on that using Nurture Soap's Orange Vibrance. Just mix that in some oil and drizzle that on top of the frosting. And I think that's enough. So I've got everything mixed up. I'm soaping at room temperature, so I shouldn't have any issues. I do believe that I'm going to have to recheck again, but I do believe this one causes minor acceleration. But with what I'm doing, it won't really matter. Plus, the black layer will give me an idea of how long it takes to set up, how it accelerates, because I want it to set up quickly. So that'll give me an idea to test it and see how it works before I try swirling the white and the brown on the upper layer. So anyway, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back and it's time to start the base layer. So this will be our black oxide. I've had this for years and never used it because I really like activated charcoal better, but I have this, it works really well, so I might as well go ahead and use it. So I am just going to hand stir it in. It's an oxide, and like any other oxides, say titanium dioxide, it has to be stick blended to really fully disperse it. But because I know my recipe, I'm soaping at room temperature, and I'm going to want this to set up. I'm not even remotely concerned, so just hand stir it in, give it a stick blend, add the fragrance, get it into the mold, and then that will also give me a chance to see how well this fragrance behaves because I've never used it before. I do know this has a very high safe usage rate, and this is only 2 ounces, but only half of the soap is going to be fragranced. The frosting on top will not be, the white in the main soap will not be. So I know I can use this entire bottle. I'll use half of this in the black and half of this in the brown. And even with a very high safe usage rate, I never exceed 6%. Because I don't know what it'll do to the soap and I don't want to find out. Okay, now it's very well blended for that small batch. So I'm going to just eyeball and put half of this into our black and just kind of stir it with the stick blender to see how it does first. So far so good, just stirring it by hand, no problem. No problem at all. So I'm going ahead and stick blend it. Okay, that was a pretty hefty stick blending. And it's still nice and fluid. So I'm going to get it into the mold quickly, just in case. That'll give me an idea of what I can expect when I put the brown in. But there we go, look at that. Just almost thin as water. All right, needless to say, that's going to sit a while, so I'll be back. All right, I'm ready for the next 2 layers. That took several minutes to set up, so we know performance-wise that's a winner. Now the main thing, will it stick in the soap? Will it hold its scent? User review said it did. I did not say anything. I didn't see anything about a fading scent, so I'm hoping. So let's work on our white and our brown inner layers. TD is going to be unscented, so it can take a good stick blending. I'm just going to put it straight in, no issues. And let's get our beautiful mocha brown in here. Give them a good hand stir. Of course, if you hand stir titanium dioxide in like this, it almost doesn't show, you know, you just see the lumps in it, but I know that that's going to be well stick blended, not even the least bit concerned. And this will be stick blended with fragrance, and I'm going to want these both at a fairly regular consistency, because I'm going to be pouring them simultaneously. So I'm going to go ahead, no I'm not, I'll stir it with the stick blender. Yes I am, changed my mind. Go ahead and pour that in since I know it behaves. Hand stir it. Alright, let's give these both a good wallop with the stick blender. And it's a little quicker this time because these have been sitting. But, yep, they're still nice and fluid, so I just pour these simultaneously, side to side. And needless to say, that has to sit for a while before I pipe it, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back and it's time to cut our soap. And the pour went beautifully. I got a little too much mica on top. I should have just done one pass. Got some kind of on the sides here, but no big deal. That'll clean up. So let's just cut into it. So the fragrance behaved beautifully. No acceleration whatsoever, even heavy stick blending. And even though only half of the soap is fragrance, just the brown and the black, it's really strong. I can smell it just standing here and I haven't even cut it yet. So far, this fragrance is a real winner. Yeah. That's exactly what I was expecting. That's the result I get from that type of pour. we have it. So everything on this soap job went exactly as planned, other than having a little too much orange on top, and I'm not sure that was a good idea after all anyway, but other than that, I am super happy with these. And so far, I'm really happy with this fragrance. So that's what I have this week. Next week, I'm going to test another darkening fragrance. So until then, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Y'all take good care of yourselves and be blessed. Bye, everybody.